Shocking roster move. The Yankees make a move. They designate Enyel de los Santos, a trade deadline acquisition for assignment. Got him up out of there. We'll break down the shocking move right here on Yankees Digest. Bring you all things New York Yankees. But before we do that, you know what time it is. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Closing in on 2,000 subscribers. Let's continue to bridge that gap between the non-subscribed and the subscribed right here on Yankees Digest. Bring you all things New York Yankees. But let's get right to it. Woo! Man, oh man. Mr. De Los Santos has exited the building. The Yankees have designated Enyel de los Santos for assignment. This was a disaster. This was a disaster. We had high hopes for him right here on the channel, right here on the network, but it just did not pan out. The former Padre, the former Philly, just never found his footing with the Yankees. And let's dive into the numbers. Let's dive into the numbers. You know that's what we do on here. You just look at just the. This is bad. This is just bad. I mean, these are his appearances in Toronto, as well as the Angels series, but most notably the opener against the White Sox. I think that's what forced the hand of Cashman and Boone and Matt Blake and Hal Steinbrenner in the front office. They were just like, yeah, we gotta get this guy out of here. I mean, this is the worst offense, the worst team in baseball, and you allowed 7 earned runs, 8 hits. It was batting practice. They just teed off on him left and right. Yankees got blown out in that game. Luckily, they were able to bounce back with Juan Soto putting on a home run derby in Game 2, but he got lit up against the White Sox. And again, this isn't the World Series winning White Sox with Paul Konerko and Scott Puznesnik or whatever that guy's name was back in the day. No. This is the White Sox, a team that's on their way to breaking the Major League Baseball record for losses in a season. This is the worst team in baseball, and they lit him up in that opener, and it's a big reason why he's gone. I mean, you are not going to trot out a guy that gets just smacked around like that against the White Sox and put him up against the better teams come October and put him on your postseason roster. And again, this was a tryout. Anytime you acquire somebody at the trade deadline, or really anybody you acquire in season or closer to October, you're trying to see if this guy can give you something for that postseason roster, especially if you're a playoff team like the Yankees absolutely are. And what you had in De Los Santos is a guy that just, again, when you're putting together this type of stat line, just look at the ERA. Look at the ERA. 5.79. That's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. 12 home runs allowed. It just wasn't going to happen. 10 hits per 9 innings. Yeah, he's a reliever, but a guy that's just going to get slapped around like that against a bad team like the White Sox. I keep going back to that White Sox stat line because that's just bad. And that's only in an inning and 2/3. He couldn't even make it to 2 innings. You know, they were just having, again, it was batting practice. It was BP fastball after BP slider. It just wasn't working. Gave up, of course, a home run as well. And, you know, you saw it against the Angels, too. The Angels, I was there. I was actually there for that game in the rain. It was a train wreck in that game, too. You know what I mean? Just not, that's not going to get it done if you're talking about a guy that's going to be on a postseason roster. And this is a move that needed to happen, and it happened. The Yankees option him. They get him, designate him for assignment. You know, he can go pitch in a Mexican league with Trevor Bauer and Robinson Cano and Luke Voit for all I care for. Like, this guy is not, he just was not a fit for the Yankees. And easy come, easy go. You know what I mean? It was like that Grandpa Simpson meme. You know what I mean? When he showed up to the retirement home, put his hat on the rack, turned around, got his hat, and just walked back out the door. You know what I mean? This was a disaster. This was a disaster in every sense of the word. He did not catch on. It did not fit into the Yankees' plans. Mark Leiter, he got lit up yesterday too by the same White Sox team, but he didn't. He's at least shown you something. Big time pitching at home as well as in the Philly series when he first made his debut after the trade deadline. But Enyel De Los Santos hadn't shown you anything. He actually, my bad. He did show you something. He showed you that he's gonna get slapped around like batting practice. That's what he showed you. And with the divisional race being so tight, with the pennant race being so tight for the AL pennant as well as the World Series, you can't have that type of nonsense in your bullpen and trot that out against the better teams, against the Guardians, against the Orioles, against the Astros. The Astros have had a resurgence, or against the Mariners. He's gonna get eaten alive if you put him in a in a meaningful situation late in the ball game. So kudos to the front office for recognizing their mistake immediately. They liked him, and I liked some of the metrics on him as well. I was like, okay, journeyman pitcher, gives you some depth. Nah, this is not the type of depth that you're looking for whatsoever. So he's out of there. Yankees designate him for assignment. They put him on waivers, and he's gone. He's gone. And a move that needed to happen. And with Chaz Chisholm going down, with Lou Trevino, him making a rehab start. The Yankees they're gonna absolutely look from within to try to now fill the void here. Because again, once somebody leaves your bullpen, there's a spot now. So who's gonna get called up now? We're going to be right on top of it right here at Yankees Digest, bring you all things New York Yankees. But now a spot is open now, and the Yankees have to fill that spot. They have to go get themselves another arm to now bolster that back end, because the hopes you had for De Los Santos is he could step up and give you a bridge to Clay Holmes. He can step up and fill in the void for Ian Hamilton, who's still down. But the Yankees are going to have to start relying more on others to fill that spot, and we'll see who it's going to be, but it's not going to be this guy right here, Enyel De Los Santos. Bye bye. Nice knowing you, buddy. He is out of the Yankees team altogether. He's been designated for assignment. A very brief, uneventful stint. And again, one more time. If you're wondering why his time was so brief, once again, the numbers don't lie. You want him to come in and pumping strikes and getting outs. You don't want him getting slapped around. And again, I keep going back to that White Sox opener. That was the nail in the coffin. I think he was already on thin ice, to be honest with you, after some poor performances against the Angels and some iffy performances against the Blue Jays. But man, to get slapped around like that, like I said, against the White Sox, they're going to lose somewhere in upwards of 110 to 115 games, and you're giving up 7 runs and 7 hits and home runs against them. Yeah, you got to go, buddy. You got to go. So Enyel De Los Santos is gone. He's been designated for assignment. Let's see who the Yankees bring in to replace him in that bullpen. But that does it here for Yankees Digest, bring you all things New York Yankees. Yankees won yesterday, so say it with me now. The Yankees win. We don't have a Juan Soto bobblehead. That's on the way. But Yankees, they bounce back. We will recap the White Sox series in totality after tonight's game. So that'll probably be up sometime over the next few days. So you'll get a full recap of the 3-game set from yours truly, the recap king himself. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming on this journey. Keep those subscribers coming. Keep those likes coming. And keep coming on the ride. This is Yankees Digest. Ugo Onyianta with Yankees Digest. Bring you all things New York Yankees. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.